The ongoing macroeconomic reform in Ethiopia is bearing tangible fruit, said the renowned financial analyst and chairperson of the Fairfax Africa Fund, Zemedeneh Nigatu.
Ethiopia, as I said, decided that we need to change, we need to reform, we need to implement economic policies that will reflect the desired intent, which is to become a middle-income country in short order, and eventually an upper-income country in the longer term. So that's why this homegrown economic reform program, one, was introduced about 4 or 5 years ago, and more recently, homegrown economic reform program part 2 was introduced to reflect where we were, where we are today, and where we're going to go as an economy. I think that was the government's decision. At least that's where we analyzed it, and that's how we see the output today.
According to the financial analyst, Ethiopia is one of the fastest growing economies in the world, and there are so many GDP growth indicators, he underscored.
Right. So listen, as part of the growth, you need multiple pillars to transform an economy, and also focus on the priorities where the country has both competitive and comparative advantages. I think you mentioned, for example, agriculture. It's a given. The Ethiopian economy is currently highly dependent. I don't know what the number is, maybe 45% of the GDP accounted for by agriculture. Okay. So it's only natural that priorities are given, for example, to agriculture, to transform agriculture from basic subsistence farming to mechanized farming, industrial farming.
Zemedeneh added that Ethiopia used to have agriculture-led economy, but due to the ongoing reforms, the distinctive 5 macroeconomic pillars are contributing significant share to the GDP growth of the nation.
The reforms starting to deliver results. So $7.5–8 billion. Yes, the size of the economy that we have and the size of the economy we're anticipating in the future, we need 10, 12, 15, $20 billion. We'll get there. But to go from about par 3 billion, under 3 billion 2-3 years ago, to almost 7.5–8 billion today, that's a big achievement. Let's be clear about it. There's no ambiguity when you read numbers like that. Now, we can say, well, we need to do more. Yes, but also acknowledge the result.
Zemedeneh further noted that the completion of the GERD will contribute a lot for the growth and prosperity of the country.
But at the current rate of urbanization, it will be about 40% in, say, 20 years. Ethiopia 40–60, and eventually it will be the majority of Ethiopians will be living. They need power. They need electricity. Modern life requires power. The industrial parks need power. So the GERD, beyond the fact that it gives Ethiopians pride, and also a practical solution for what is needed for a developing economy. So I think the numbers are, I know it started out at around 6,000 something megawatts. Now it's in the 5,000 something. It's still the largest hydroelectric power dam in Africa and amongst, I believe, the 10 largest in the world.